Armenia. They're going to be performing in the first half of semi-final 2. It's Srbuk with the song Walking Out. Very good pedigree. Runner-up in season 1 of the Armenian version of The X Factor. Placed 4th in season 8 of The Voice of Ukraine. Also, interesting to note as well that the lyrics of the song are written by Garek Pupyan, who previously co-wrote 2014's Armenian entry, which was Not Alone, sung by Aram MP3, and also achieved Armenia's highest placing so far at Eurovision, the placing of 4th. With all that pedigree, surely, Tristan, we are going to see Armenia qualify to the grand final this year.
I'm afraid to say I don't think so. I'm not keen on it. I think it's one of their worst songs in quite a while. There's lots of loud and quiet moments in it. And it becomes quite annoying after a while. That so many like loud, 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 and then quiet, 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 then loud, 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 and it becomes quite annoying. It's in the first half of the second semi as well, which I mean, the second half of the second semi is so strong, and we all know that the second semi tends to provide more finalists than the first semi. I just can't see it getting through, being in the first half of the second semi. There's lots of lyrics in the song as well, which means that there's so many words in it, which means it's very hard to remember lyrics and have them as earworms. And also, it's very hard to pick out a melody. I mean, I think I can pick out a melody right now of all 40 other songs, but I cannot for the life of me think right now off the cuff how Armenia goes, even though I've heard it maybe 10 times. It's just very generic, and I'm really sorry because I love Armenia, and I normally love Armenia centuries, but I don't think it's going to qualify.
Very interesting. Now, I'm going to go across to Andy because I did see you dent Armenia's hopes, and Andy instantly was like, whoa, it was like a cliffhanger moment. EastEnders duff-duffs all the way.
No, I hate it as well.
Andy, there was...
No,
and I built you up so much as well.
No, that's not true. I really like it. I think it's got a cracking key change. That doesn't make a Eurovision winner, but it pleases me. I think it's a really good entry. All of the things that Tristan says about it are true, and yet that doesn't always stop you qualifying. There was the Azerbaijan entry with a girl with a blackboard from 2016-17 that hadn't got anything more going for it in terms of catchiness than this Armenian song, and I think this is just quality all the way through. I think it's a better song than the Maltese song.
I'm bringing Jason in on this. Surely the fact that we're not calling this Fuego 2.0 is in its favour.
You know what? I was really waiting for something big, and it just didn't happen for me. I agree with everything Tristan said, totally. Does nothing for me. Being half Maltese, it's Malta all the way, actually, out of the two of them. It's just hit, miss, or maybe, or be maybe. It's just not going anywhere, sat in the middle.
So, let's try and get you guys to put the money where your mouth is. Tristan says it's a non-qualifier. Andy, is it going to slip its way into the grand final, or is it destined to remain in the semi-final too?
I think it'll be in the semi-final. Sadly.
And Jason?
It's going to say in the semi-final.
In the semi-final. Just going to throw it open to the other three members of the panel. Is Armenia going to qualify this year? We'll go to Joe. No,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I really like the song. I love it. I think it's got a little bit of sass in it, and I like a bit of sass. But no, but looking at all the others, I don't think she will, unfortunately.
No, Ivan?
Just be our guilty secret, then, Joe.
Oh,
Ivan.
Tom, I don't want to say anything just for the sake of saying so, but I am gonna disagree with everyone. I like the song, and I do believe in Armenia this year. I think they're gonna qualify. And
Stuart?
Yeah, it's good you've picked me and Oban last then on that basis, because I agree with Oban. I think this is a qualifier for Armenia. I think it builds, and then there's a string section, and then it builds again. And she's a good singer. I think there'll be a performance in Tel Aviv. I think there'll be a choreographed routine of some sorts. And they left this one to very, very late to announce it. There was a build-up, there was some promo, and then bang, it was out. And I get that some people are just not quite taking to it. But I think this is possibly one that will really surprise and do well. Yeah, Armenia often qualify. It's not often we say, oh, Armenia's missed out. I don't see this being any different. At the end of the day, not every single song that we like will qualify. And this is, for me, is one I think that may surprise a few and make it to the final.
Yeah, and you know what?
Oh.
I'm with you all the way on that, because I think it's going to eke its way in as well.